Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. So now we've got all 8 episodes done in Bianco Hills, but there's actually just about 3 more Shine Sprites we need to get. Yes, 3 more of the Shine Sprites. Those are called the Secret Shine Sprites. Yes, so secret. As a matter of fact, they're not secret anymore, because of the fact that I just revealed them and we're about to go find them. So basically, the first 2 of the Secret Shine Sprites are, of course, back in secret courses. So what we have to do is that we have to go back into those secret courses for something else entirely. And then the last one, fucking A, man. The 100 coin mission. And, well, once we get to those, then, yeah, there's going to be quite a bit. And, yes, of course, I'm actually going to be, leaving on the 100 coin mission, just showing off me collecting the 100 coins. But there's actually a good reason for that. And, as a matter of fact, well, I mean, I'll actually get to that once we actually do so. But for now, we're going to go focus on those Shine Sprites back over in the secret courses. So, if you recall, the first time we entered the secret courses, Flood was taken away from us by Shadow Mario. And so we had to go through those courses without Flood. So we had to rely on Mario's platforming abilities himself to get across those platforming challenges. However, whenever you go and revisit those very same missions and then go back to those secret courses, Flood will not be taken away from you. That's right, Mario will actually be able to keep Flood, and you can be able to use him for those courses here. And yeah, I know I'm actually referring to Flood as a he, using those male pronouns. And I know technically Flood is a robot, so therefore I'm supposed to get refer to it as it. But I'm pretty sure they still refer to Flood as a male. I mean, he kind of has the bit of a male, voice, but yeah, that's just kind of what I'm going by anyway. All right, so yeah, we're back at the secret course here, and we see this big red button that kind of looks like. Never mind, I don't want to say it here. So, what it is here is that whenever you grab on this button, guess what, folks? More red coin missions. Yeah, I guess they must really love the red coin missions. Well, especially for Mario 64, they decided to integrate more in this one here. So, once you're back in, and yes, you can see here that they have Flood with you, so you can be able to use them for those. Once you grab on this one, then you have to collect the 8 red coins, but you're under a time limit. In this case, we have to do this under a minute. So, you want to hurry and get to those, and just get all the red coins before the time runs out. So you want to, just do your best and just go around those. And can I say this much, though? This track that's playing right now, I hate this track so much. And you want to know why? Because, it's just a grim reminder of how absolutely painful this whole thing is. Because, goddamn, I hate those red coin missions in the secret courses. I hate them so much. Even though you do have Flood with you, and you thought, things would be easier for you. And by technicality, yes, you could. It could be easier. But it's still pretty dickish in a way, especially with those very tight platforming segments that we have here. So you do want to be careful, especially for the fact that you're under a time limit. And also, of course, as you would expect, if the time runs out, Mario actually dies for this one. Yes, that's right. Mario loses a life. Kind of seems like that, yeah, to go by what the Super Gamer Brothers philosophy here, is that he gets cardiac arrest and then he dies. Yeah, because I guess apparently Mario's that much of a sore fucking loser here. And there's going to be a lot more to talk about, for some certain other missions and the later levels that we'll be getting to. So because of the fact that there are 2 secret courses in each of the courses here, well, each of the levels. Then that means that we have to go back to those, for do those second visits and do those red coin missions, because your second visits they will always have them, so you have to go after those. So yes, in other words, I actually hate those missions, and that's mainly because of just how absolutely dickish they are. Yes, this actually goes to show we're going to be stepping in this kind of territory where we're going to be taking a look at the more dickish Shine Sprites and seeing a bit of this game's true colors. Well, even though it is definitely colorful though, but don't let the game's good graphics fool you, even though the game does look nice, but what I actually did just now, this is actually something I really love to use. You press B and then jump, and then, yeah, that's actually a bit of speed that Mario get. I actually really love using that in this game. It's actually a lot of fun to use for that here. Especially even more fun, you just make the ground wet, and then just slide through, and then Mario just picks up so much speed here. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be going back into this one here, and yeah, this is the one where I actually struggle the most. As you can see here, and you're probably wondering why my life counter just suddenly went down, and that was actually the same way with the other course. That's because, I actually did take a few attempts here, and I kept dying so much. So, I edited those out right here, but then you'll just see that, as soon as I go in, and I immediately lose a life. So, it's like almost like, I entered this course, and then I lost a life, as a toll. So, my life gets taken away because this whole place is cursed, but no, that's not the case, so thankfully, but yeah, that's because of those attempts that I did. Because these courses fucking suck dick. They do. Well, especially this one, though. Because this is one that actually makes me the most nervous here. And, well, thankfully for this one, you have a longer time limit. But, yeah, you're just... But you have to hurry in and get those. And, yeah, and even with Flood here, these rotating block platforms, they still suck. And they're very hard to maneuver. So, yeah, once again, I died a few times, even with Flood. And there are times where I just start to fall off. And I try to get back up to it, but it was too late. Because I couldn't really reach it in time. So, yeah, they still suck dick, and I hate those missions. I really do. They always make me nervous. Thankfully, they're optional, though, because, you know, once you get through all... Well, actually, well, talk about more about it later, though, but, you know, I was already talking about the optional Shine Sprites here, but these are definitely the optional ones, so you don't really have to go for those. So, you know, if you don't want to do it, then, you know, for one thing, I don't blame you. But, you know, in the scope of a Let's Play, and I'm having to do 100% completion on this, that means I'm having to do so. So, yes, I'm actually subjecting myself to this kind of curse here, where, you know, the whole Let's Play curse is that, you know, I'm doing a Let's Play, and it's going to be such a nightmare to do this right here. And, you know, because of the Let's Play here, I had to do 100% completion here. I had to show off everything that this game has to offer in the most brutal way possible. So there you have it. But yeah, that's all you have to. That's all you do. Just get all those red coins. So yeah, and that's how you get the Secret Shine Sprite. But yeah, I just hate them so much because of how, you know, tight those platforms are. And I know I've been giving Mario a lot of praise, or this game a lot of praise for the smooth control, and it's true. I mean, Mario does have some real good control going for it in this game. You know, it just feels comfortable just by using that here. But I will say I really don't like it as much if you're in those secret courses, because, you know, the platforms feel so tight, and sometimes Mario can get really jumpy. So yeah, that kind of gets a little risky because of it here. But yeah, that's where they absolutely hate so much. And yeah, going by the music right here, the music I don't like very much, though, because it's really, you know, painful to listen to, and it's not even that great to begin with either, though, because, you know, it's just a little repetitive. And then I think somebody must love really using the Quikas too much. It must be, you know, just using too much of it, and then just having really fun. You hear a lot of the Quika sounds here too. So, anyways, last but not least, and to top it off for all this bullshit here, the 100 coin mission, folks. Yes, that's right. Now to finish this up, we're doing the 100 coin mission. So, anyways, like I was saying, the 100 coin mission, you know, returning from Mario 64, is so much worse here in Sunshine than before. Because, you know, certain missions, they won't have all 100 coins, so it's impossible, therefore, to actually get them all. So you have to go for specific missions in which they would have 100 coins on there. And not only that, but the red coins and the blue coins don't count as your overall coin score. You have to collect just the yellow coins that are just worth 1. So, yeah, it drags so much longer. And, you know, because Mario 64 actually did it a little better. I mean, despite it still being a royal pain in the ass, especially in the later courses. But at least they had, you know, the red and blue coins where, you know, they give you some extra coins worth it. You know, the red ones giving you 2, and then the blue ones giving you 5. But here, nope. It all gets thrown out the window. Oh, by the way, folks, as you can see here, whenever you squirt some water on the flowers, they'll make some noise and they'll start blooming out. But you want to do it, quickly, though, because they'll go back into their bulb form. So, one way to go about it is that if you actually go into first-person view and then just squirt them all around, then that's actually a faster method, and then they'll go blow them up once. And then once you do that, then they'll actually be thankful and they give you some coins. You know, just like in Luigi's Mansion, where you get some cash just by watering the plants here with Luigi's Poltergust. Oh, yes, speaking of Luigi, guess what, guys? Luigi is not in this game, once again. Yeah, even after Luigi just saved Mario from the painting, guess what? He still doesn't take him with him for his vacation. Poor Luigi. Well, you know, I guess somebody has to go and look out of the house, you know? Because that's basically what his job is. Now, as you can see here, I'm actually defeating the Pokies in this kind of method here. Well, the Pokepods. And so, this is actually how you get some extra coins from them. If you actually just see them and then you just jump on their head regularly, then you only get 1 coin. But if you actually squirt some water and then just splat them against the wall, then you get 3 coins. So that's actually one method to get some extra coins. So that way there will help you very much. And to actually mention what the episode number it is here, and I'll go and just explain what the episode number is here. It has to be on episode 3. Episode 3 in Bianco Hills, which I think is the Hidden Caves Secret. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. This is actually where you'll be able to get all 100 coins. So yeah, that's actually one of those examples of you know, so certain missions only having that only having those 100 coins. So yeah, episode 3 is actually the one where you just do the 100 coin mission. So that's you know, just what it is here, so. But, you know, so that goes to show how much thickness is here. And after I refill this, I'm going to cut this part off because I was actually looking to see if there's any more coins up on these buildings here. Now, I know there's also the blue coins to take care of, though, but like I said, I'm not going to go for the blue coins just yet, though. I'm going to wait till after I get all the other Shine Sprites in all the courses, including Delfino Plaza. Yes, there's also Shine Sprites in Delfino Plaza, and yeah, they're still here, even though they were supposed to be, well, I guess they are scattered around or something. But, do I even have to say here? Well, maybe later, though. And also, oh, sorry if you heard that, Mike here. I just had an itch under my nose here. So, what was I gonna say? If you actually encounter the regular Pokies that have these segments on their bodies, you want to make sure to jump on top of them. Not really so much as destroying them with Flood. Flood itself, though, because if you jump on top of them while they have all their segments on their bodies, then you also get 3 coins from them. So you want to make sure to do that too. And yes, I know I'm actually showing this off here. I know a lot of you guys are going to be so bored with this, you know, just with me showing all the 100 coins, and you know, because you know it's exactly what it says for the mission itself, though. Get all 100 coins, and then a Shine Sprite appears. And I know I'm actually showing this off, and there probably isn't any need to, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to want to be using this as a guide, and are going to wonder how to get those 100 coins, and you know, to see which episode there is. So, at the very least, I do you know, want to show you guys what episode that you need to be going to if you want to do a 100 coin mission, or the 100 coin mission, and to see where they are. Oh, and we also have an enemy that we have not talked about just yet here. These bird enemies. These are called the blurps. And what they do is that they start flying around. As you can see here, they're taking a shit. Yes, that's right, folks. It's exactly what it is there. They are taking a shit. Well, I know it's supposed to be regular paint, though, but look at this. It's brown. So, therefore, it's shit. So, there you go. And that's got to be probably the most embarrassing thing that would happen to Mario. Just getting a shit all over him, too. Ugh. But yeah, that's what they do here. If you actually squirt some water on them, then you'll get like quite a good number of coins. And then once you actually, oh, and I did not mean to do that. I was trying to squirt against him, and then Mario just suddenly jumped higher, and then just I by complete accident just jumped on him and only got 1 coin. So, oh yeah, there's the segmented Pokey. So just make sure you jump on the top of them, then you get the 3 coins. And I didn't mean to take damage there, But yeah, if you actually continue to squirt on the blurps, and then you'll get some coins out of them. But then once you defeat them for good, then you'll get like, I think it's still like 3 coins or maybe 5 coins. I'm pretty sure it's 3 coins though. So, but yeah, that's I guess that's all there is to say about for the 100 coin missions. You know, just what we got to do. But you know, at the very least, I do want to show them off so that way there you guys will know where exactly the coins are and how you get them from some certain enemies. And I'll still be doing the same for all the other levels that we'll be going to. So like I said, the way I'm doing these levels here in this game for this Let's Play is that they're basically going to be more organized, where I'm going to be doing the first 4 episodes for one video, and then the next video will just be me doing the other half of the episodes, and then the last video will be in the very same level, just getting the Secret Shine Sprites. But yeah, the Secret Shine Sprites are probably one of the worst aspects about Mario Sunshine, because of how absolutely dickheaded they can be for what you saw in the secret courses they had to go through. You know, speaking of which, I also never got to talk about the music they play when you have the secret courses, which is actually really catchy. You know, it goes like yeah, it's you guys know what this is. It's literally the main Mario theme. Well, the overall theme in Super Mario Brothers 1, but it's actually might as well be the main Mario theme. It's actually an acapella version of the Mario theme, and I actually really love that track, though. It's very catchy as hell, and the way and I don't know, it just makes me want to do the acapella along with it here too. In fact, I don't know if well, I can't even tell if maybe Smooth McGroove actually kind of was well, I mean, it was trying to replicate those as well, but at the very least, I mean, this game did come out way before Smooth McGroove, so, but because I mean, I would very much just call him the king of acapellas too. So, but yeah, I really do love the tracks that I play. With that play the secret courses. Just it's catchy as hell. I mean, the Mario theme has always been catchy as well, but this is actually one of the best iterations you have to hear. All right, and so now we're just about almost done with the 100 point missions here. And also, if you actually jump on top of these pond skaters, Mario will actually jump extremely high. Like he'll get some really good height with his jumps here, and it's actually real helpful as well. So, but yeah, that's what I'm throw out there. So yeah, like I was saying, I know the 100 coin missions and me showing them off is going to be absolutely really boring, but I'll still try to come up with a lot of things to talk about here. But we're actually just about getting to the last one here. So once we get the last one, now, unlike in Mario 64, where if you collect that the last coin, where the power star will actually appear directly above Mario's head, the Shine Sprite will actually have its own location right over there. Now, on one hand, that means having to go all the way back over to where that Shine Sprite is, but on the other hand, though, I'm actually thankful that that the Shine Sprite has its own location to where it'll actually be landing on. And the reason I'm saying that, though, is because, whenever the power star will appear right above Mario's head, sometimes it'll actually be happening in the worst locations to actually get the last coin, because you want to make sure not to get that very last coin at the worst location there could be, because of the fact that the power star will be right above Mario's head, like in that one part of a Hazy Maze Cave, and when Mario's on that grating and then it goes right above there, and it'll be completely impossible to actually get that power star. You can't ever get to that one, and so you have to do this whole mission all over again. So thankfully, the developers actually thought of this, and so the Shine Sprite will actually have its own location for you to actually get to. And yeah, I know it can be a pain to have to get back over to it though, but at the very least, it's not impossible to do. And so yeah, for that, I'm actually thankful for that though. So I mean, I'll take having to go all the way back over to the Shine Sprite just to go and collect it, then having to do the end up with the impossible for not being able to get the Shine Sprite, have to do it all over again. So at least there's that, though. So there's actually one good aspect about the 100 coin mission, despite how awful it is here. And with that, we are now done with Bianco Hills. And yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do the blue coin missions just yet until all the other levels are done, and then I'll get to those. Yes, that's right, folks. I'm saving the worst for last. And so here we are. And as you can see here, you see that, you notice that Delfino Plaza is a little brighter this time. That's because the more Shine Sprites you collect, then the brighter that Isle Delfino will get. So you can actually see some more light that's gradually appearing here. So once you get all of them, then yeah, it'll just be bright again. So anyway, so that should do it for this video, and that's it with Bianco Hills. And so next time on Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, we are going to heading to our next level, finally. It's going to be over where that dock is, and that's all covered in the group here too. So we'll take care of that. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.